Hi, my name's Rich Waterman and welcome to the latest edition of the Think and Get Rich show. I am a coach, mentor and speaker, and I help people to get rich. That means financially rich, it means emotionally rich, it means time rich by being in flow like Waterman. And it is deliberately cheesy and it makes me laugh every time I say it. Because I believe that all of us have greatness within us, and it's a question of how do we engage that greatness so we can get rich in many ways. What I love about this show is I get to invite amazing people on this show, and this time I've got an amazing person, and she's a client of mine. She's actually a group coaching client of a group that I run with my cousin, Chris Joseph, and it's called The Secret Business of Coaching, where we help coaches to dramatically improve their financial income in their coaching business. She's been working with us for 18 months. She is amazing and a coach herself, and I'm going to introduce you to the amazing Deb Harvey. All right, love.
All right, love.
Tell us a bit about yourself and how and why you got into coaching and what you do now.
Okay, so about myself. I started life as a nurse many moons ago. And so I've always loved people, basically. Always loved helping people, always been interested in psychology. So I've kind of been reading coaching type books, sort of personal development since my early 20s, actually. Obviously, it's really not that long ago.
A couple of years ago, really.
Yeah, well, I'm only 26. I'm only 26. So, and so I kind of went out of nursing into pharmaceutical sales, and then basically ended up in the startup world. But along the way, I also trained as a hypnotherapist. So I've kind of got into coaching because I like the breadth that it gives you. It gives you. I love hypnotherapy, but I find that it's very specific for me.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of other experience that I like to bring into the mix. So, so I've been coaching for 18 months, something like that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was cool about you being part of the group was we sort of did this thing where a lot of the coaches actually coached me and my cousin. So we got to actually experience what it was like being coached by our coaches. And I've been doing coaching since 2006. What's that, 12 and a half years, basically. And on good authority, mine, I had a session with Deb. She's awesome, like proper awesome. And we were talking about it just in our recent session together. And I said, look, what I think you enable people to do is to gain confidence in themselves, and that you can engage like that greatness piece I talk about. You feel like in a place ready to do that. You're very, very good at that. I probably was in that space already, so we moved on to the second bit, which you're very, very good at, which was with that confidence. Then that enabled you to have clarity about what that person really, really wants to do. Exactly what they want to do. And then the third bit, which is probably the most important bit, is carry out the plan, which is implementing that clarity bit. Because often people lack the confidence in the first place and never even get to the clarity bit. That the clarity bit is a little bit fuzzy, and then nothing ever really happens on it. So it's that 3 C's: confidence, clarity, carry out the plan. And the reason I wanted to get Deb on the show, and I'll let her talk again in a minute, is
Really?
well, a little bit. It's my show. I'll just keep talking. Is she's kind of like, and I use this phrase with a few of my friends and people I think are awesome. Is she's the best kept secret in coaching. There's very few people that can coach me and I go, holy shit, that was really good. And Deb's one. So talk us a bit more about that, Deb, because obviously you've gone through the personal development stuff you've done. And I understand the hypnotherapy background, which is obviously very useful in parts of this. But, tell us more about those 3 steps, because you're really, really good at it.
Yeah, well, so should I talk about the kind of people that I work with?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
That kind of brings it to life, really. So I would say that I particularly like working with people either with in startups or who have kind of got fairly young businesses and they kind of want to go to the next level. But and the clients that I've seemed to attract, if you like, confidence is an issue, and it's around identity. So this kind of apologetic, I've just got this little sideline of a business, and actually, no, you haven't. You run your own business. So it's kind of helping people to kind of. First of all, I would say that confidence is one of those things that we think we've lost, but we haven't.
Yeah,
we've all got that sparkle in us, and what I love is just getting people to kind of tap into their sparkle again. Which and once you realise that it is still there, it's like, okay, it's a bit chicken and egg, really. Do you tap into that first and then get clear on what it is you want to what you really want to do, or do you get the clarity first? And my experience has been actually get the clarity first, and then it's like, oh my god, the light bulb goes on. Yeah. So my clients have been, they want help with confidence, but once you kind of help them really, really get clear on what it is they want to achieve, whether it's in financial terms or whether it's just kind of in how they get out there and really show themselves to the world, then then you can work on the plan. The plan falls into place then, and then it's about, okay, holding their hand and saying, right, okay, keeping them going forward. And on days when shit, my confidence is gone, where the hell's that gone? It's like, well, no, it's come on, it's still there. So so they're the sort of people that I work with, really.
Very cool. I love that, and I think it is true that as you've got the confidence to engage more of you, with the universe, then that naturally then says, well, what exactly does that look like? And I think you're very good at that. Did that with me in terms of, what exactly do I want? Where do I want to take my journey? And I'll be talking about that more actually through other sort of things I release through social media about, things have changed quite a lot for me in terms of what I want to do, and that was a big part of doing the session with Deb. I know you're absolutely right. One of the reasons I've got my own coach and I've got my own coach and mentors is that I need someone to then go, right, okay, what's the plan? Let's make sure you're going through with the plan. So that's a very powerful process. So if they want to find out more about the legend that is Deb, how would they go about that?
So you can message me on my email. I think is probably the easiest. So it's Harvey, Harvey, at hotmail.co.uk.
Cool. One more time, Harvey
182 at hotmail.co.uk.
Harvey 182 at hotmail.co.uk. So that's really cool. So I'm very big on guarantees at the moment. So I guarantee that if you talk to Deb and Deb's prepared, anyone that's on listening to this video that knows me, if you're that type of person, and we're talking about someone that's serious about taking action. We're not giving away, freebies for nothing here. But if you're someone that takes, wants to take that action, and you are sort of someone that's in that professional environment and wants to make the progress, honestly, well, apart from me, obviously, I'd recommend Deb. Now, there's something else I want to talk about just at the end of this call. So, is that in the secret business of coaching that myself and Chris run, we've got Deb, we've got 5 other coaches as well. We've got a lady called Linda Thompson, who is also Tony Robbins trainer like myself, and she's amazing at the whole kind of personal empowerment space. She's an incredible female leader in her own right, really good speaker, really good coach. We've got a lady called Jo Hodson, who's super creative, very good at helping people become visible in their space. And also very, very strong on health and nutrition. So that's Joe. And then we've got 3 guys. Manoj, who's unbelievable at financial wealth coaching and mentoring. So how do you get all your finances sorted out, all your investing and so on and so forth. We've got Peter Slay, who owns his own accountancy business and very, very strong on small business mentoring. And Dave James, who owns his own podiatry business, again, very strong on small business growth, very good again on visibility, social media, that type of thing. So we've got a whole raft of different coaches, and Deb, who's you said is in my opinion the expert on confidence, clarity, and carry out the plan. So if you're thinking about having a coach, you might have looked at what I do and think, well, maybe he's out of my budget, and who knows, right? Because you haven't asked me yet. But you know what? We've got coaches at a whole load of different levels, and one of them might be the right one for you. And so that's why I'd encourage you to either contact Deb directly, because that's what I would do. If that what she talked about resonates with you, just go straight to Deb. If not, give me a shout on usual channels, richwaterman@richwaterman.com, or via my social media, and ask me about the coaches that me and my cousin Chris are working with, and we'll find you a good one. Because you know what, best money I've ever spent on a coach and mentor. So, and this lady, and I don't know which way I point because which way it records, but I'll point both ways. Friggin' awesome, seriously. And I'm not going to say cheap. I'm going to say amazing value. So you want to get on that now before I start coaching and mentoring her to charge more higher prices. So, Deb, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
I sort of let you speak a little bit, didn't I?
Just a little bit, not too much.
And yeah, get in contact with Deb. One more time, email is
harvey182@hotmail.co.uk.
Gosh, she's still consistent with it. Well remembered. Get in contact with me, richwaterman@richwaterman.com. Get yourself a coach. Thanks, Deb.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.